me looking in your rear view. Hello.
Oh, you already got her surprise. Surprise.
How are you? Fine.
I couldn't call you and tell you were coming because Christina's coming. Hi, sweetie. Happy engagement party.
Coming.
We're here. Well, you know, Lady Linda called us.
Hey, Beth.
Thank God Lady Linda called. You know, we wouldn't have been here if she had.
Into the van.
Hubcaps.
So.
Your sister was coming.
I didn't eat.
That was a surprise! I knew.
I got off the boat and I was
Christine was
looking
going to be there,
for
but I didn't
Robert.
dare hope.
Yeah? And what
I
happened?
saw Robert, and I said, well, what happened? There's no Robert, but there's his car. Oh, by God.
It looks like I'm driving. It looks like the half of the dog is going away.
Well, she's out here.
I better not lean on the door.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Oh, we're totally.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, no problem.
What are you doing wearing a wedding ring already?
And thank you.
Owen likes this car ride.
Oh, it's
Wow. Hi, Owen.
Is this a fun ride? He says, yeah, there's no car seat. This is awesome.
Oh, that's right. Kids without cars.
Is this car inspected?
No, doesn't have to be. No island cars.
What is this one?
Have you guys met everybody else?
So I haven't actually.
Barbara.
Hi, I'm Ellen.
I'm Barbara.
Tim
Nice to meet you.
That's my cousin.
This is my cousin Ellen, my cousin Steve, my cousin Odell, and my cousin Beth, with their children Allie and Owen.
This is fun.
This is fun, yeah.
This is fun now.
You like that? Huh?
We're having fun now. You don't even need to have any parties.
We should let the shocks go
Drive
on
us
our car.
around.
I see a bus idea.
You see Buzz Lightyear? It's already crashing.
Okay. Allie, I'd like you to meet Elizabeth. She's my friend. Where do you want to put the coat, you know?
Owen's walking out.
They're going. Oh,
Steven's apartment.
great.
So, pretty nice place.
Nice.
Sure. I will shove that in someone's
Did they play it when?
Did Kate live here? What, in mine? Well, she spent weekends here, but nobody liked her, so.
Linda was telling me.
Who's Kate?
Linda's mother.
Oh,
Watch your heads.
that's a good thing to have on tape, I suppose.
You didn't know that, did you? What did you say about Christmas? Ask her. How was that? Really?
I want it on tape.
You guys had work done before you moved into it, right? Yeah.
Yes. There. You'll be the only wave.
Get in a situation.
Party. I'm leaving now, so I gotta get everybody to stay.
I didn't want to get in a situation where I regretted it.
Hi.
I was probably coming home on my bicycle. Oh, this guy's a descendant of some of my heroes.
Who would
And I'm
they
telling
be?
him about Alex Mansfield and Bill Hilton. By that, Jesus. Oh, I'm serious. Well, you wait till you hear the rest of the story by then.
I can't see you because you're backlit. Say hi to Trippy and Allison. Hi, Trip. Hi, Al.
But now driving. Oh no.
Everybody who's at the party.
Oh.
We're always good for a good smile for the camera. Hi. Trippy Allison video. With everybody on on the video. Everybody who was here.
Oh, yeah.
I can't understand why.
Oh, it's true. Hey! We're in Champagne. I got you on video now, see? I've officially got everybody, I think. There. Oh, it's getting silent.
All right. Everybody has a glass?
Yes.
You except for me.
You got the bottle.
Yeah, you got the bottle.
All right. Sorry about this, Mr. Corbell.
Oh my.
Chicken.
Sorry.
Thanks everybody for coming, and particularly thanks to the Whites for asking us to this gorgeous, gorgeous place. Somebody said on the dock before we got on the boat, what a gorgeous day, but if somebody would turn the fan off, it would be beautiful. I usually write poems for occasions like this. You can tell there's at least one around who's heard them. And I was telling Allison that I'm chewing gum because if I didn't chew gum, I'd get cotton mouth. This is scary.
It's just that.
I usually write poems, and I was telling Al that I struggled for the last couple of days, and I got 3 verses written, and I kept on reading the verses over and over and over, and they were really drab. I mean, they were, and my poems usually are dirty. Some people would say they're just downright filthy, but so I didn't write a poem. So what I thought I'd do is, if I can remember who's in the wedding, I just had to ask Allison who's in the wedding. That maybe I'd make a comment about each one. There might be some people who disappear. But there's one person that I want to recognize who's not here, and that's Meredith Burwell, whose ferret is in ICU at Mass General. But if Meredith was here, she could just put me to shame and tell you some stories about Kristen, and this Kristen, and Callie of the parties. And so I'll just try and I'll pick off a couple. And Kristen Lennon was a roommate of Allison at Pine Manor. And I'll never forget dropping Allison off at Pine Manor. I don't think Allison will remember either, or will forget either. And we drove into the parking lot. We emptied all the luggage and took all our stuff into the room. And actually, you were no, you weren't in a singlet. You had another roommate your freshman year. And we were saying goodbye in the parking lot. And I'm just real soft. I really am. And so I gave Allison a hug, and she burst into tears, and I burst into tears, and Ann was in the trunk crying. And Kristen and a friend walked by the back of the car, and they were both crying too, because they had just been left by their parents. And so Kristen, bless her soul, said to Allison, never met her before, "Come on, we're going for a walk." And off Allison went, and that was really the first major break with the family. And I thank Kristen for that. Let's see, Kate, in here in this fluorescent sweater. Kate is Allison's older sister. I was going to say daughter, but.
Wow.
Kate lives in San Francisco, and we're hoping that this whole event of Allison and Tripp is going to hasten the process.
Good thing he's not here.
Actually, Eric, who's Kate's man in San Francisco, a wonderful guy, asked Kate if we were going to come out to the island by our boat today. And I'm surprised he didn't ask why you weren't going to water ski. Callie.
Callie.
There are
Callie.
so many.
Just can't leave it at just Callie. The real thing that I know about Callie is parties.
My parents are.
I remember going to a soccer game at Waynfleet, and I think you were seniors or maybe juniors.
Sophomore.
Soccer? About 13?
I believe it was lacrosse too. Yes.
And so there was all this buzz going on the sideline. And Von Pratt, Callie's father, came up and said, "Did you hear?" And I said, "What was I supposed to hear?" "Well, there was a party at my house last weekend." And the way I found out was that there was one lonely bottle of Heineken's hiding behind this book on Shakespeare on one of the shelves.
So close, Cal.
Well, it turned out that this was a party that numerous people were at. I think Katie even showed up at that party.
Yes, she
And was
did.
she voting?
I don't know.
Okay.
I saw her in the kitchen and I ran away.
Who I missed?
Christina,
Christina. Where's Christina?
right behind you.
Well, I don't know Christina. I don't have any dirt on her. So,
You got 3 seconds?
I'm just- And then there's my daughter, who's Allison, right here. My little girl, who's had many experiences driving cars. She's
I don't know what that means.
really smart because she got her license and she was coming home from Callie's one Saturday night and she had a midnight curfew and she left Callie's at 7 minutes of 12. Callie lives in Portland and we live in South Freeport. So she roared into the house about 20 minutes past 12. All she could say is, "Dad's gonna kill me, Dad's gonna kill me, Dad's gonna kill me." And I said, "Why didn't you call?" And she said, "I didn't have a telephone." I said, "But you were Callie's." On top of that, she got stopped. And she never told us that. You'd had your license for about 4 months. Your license summarily got suspended. And you pulled the suspension notice out of the mailbox before we even saw it. The only other thing I can like to say about my wonderful daughter is that we put an addition on the den, and the roof goes right out from Allison's bedroom.
Dad.
You can see it coming.
And Ann was mowing the lawn, which is in her job description. And she was finding all these cigarette butts. And she said, "Oh my God, peeping Tom." And it turns out that Al was sneaking out the roof and having a butt here and there. 10 years old. So everybody, I'd ask you to raise your glass. I think it's just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And I'm not losing a daughter, and I know it sounds corny, but I'm gaining a son. And but I really mean it. Nan and I just couldn't be more thrilled. So here's to the future Corsons. Cheers.
Cheers.
Taxi awaits.
Here's your elephant.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I know. And I wanted to say thank you to everybody for being here. Thank you in particular for the wife and my mother for throwing this bash, White for hosting it, everybody for showing up.
That's Mary.
And I'm going to plagiarize. Sorry, Bob. I'm going to muff this. So excuse me.